Skytrack. What is it? Let's look right now. Okay, so with your Skytrack turned on and fully charged, the first things we need to do is actually connect, if you're using an iPad, your iPad to the actual Skytrack system. And to do this, it's done by Wi-Fi. So we connect by Wi-Fi, and that's now connected to the Skytrack system. So you come out of there and press your Skytrack app, and at the bottom it will try and discover it, look for the connection, and then it checks your license fees to see what membership you've got. I've paid the $89.95 Game Improvement membership, so it gives you more access to challenges on the system. So once it's checked the license fees, we'll be ready to go. Okay, so once the iPad is connected to the Skytrack, you get to this mode now, and it gives you the options of practice, challenge or game improvement. If you click on practice, what it'll do is it'll load up a driving range, and effectively when you hit the ball, this will show you like the launch angle, the backspin. This one's the ball speed here. You can pick what club you want to use and it will track them all. So you can pick like your driver, for example. It tells you the club speed here, the side spin that you put on it, and the angle in which you hit it. So if you've hit it out to the right, to the left, it will show you that angle. And then this here is basically a bird's eye view of the driving range, so it will show you how far you hit it. On the left you've got your total distance, the carry and the total once it's run out. And then when you can choose which shot you want to look at. And then once you've had your practice, you can go into here and you can see your shot history, and then in this screen will be all your shots, and they'll display in a big line, and you can delete shots from there. Really simple. If you want to go to the range, you can set this up, or if you've got at home a driving net, you can just drive into the net and the Skytrack will pick it all up. You can exit this session. And then you can go into challenge mode, and then within here you've got closest to the pin, target practice or longest drive. All pretty self-explanatory. If you click closest to the pin, you play single player or multiplayer. You can pick how many shots you want to have per round, what the dominant hand is, how you want to score, whether it's top score or cumulative, and then on this here you can choose your distance to the pin, how far you want it, so 190 yards. Start the game, and then that's what your screen you'll see, and then when you hit the shot it'll tell you how far away you are from the pin. Then exit. Also within challenge mode, again you can do target practice, set the targets where you want, and longest drive also. We go back out of this. Now these two options are only available when you pay for the Game Improvement package, and then you've got Game Improvement, and then within here you've got your bag mapping, which is an excellent sort of program, which I'll do another video of me on the range showing how this works. So you can pick your number of clubs, shot per club, the best shots selected, so you can choose how many shots you want to do. So you can do like 10 shots per club, but choose the best 5. What your intended gap is between the clubs and a tolerance of that, and then all you do here is you pick your clubs and work your way down. When you press apply, you effectively get the driving range, but it will tell you at the bottom here what club you're going to use. Once you've taken that shot and you've taken all the shots with that club, it will then say you need to change to 3-wood. Once you've done that, you need to change to 2-iron, etc., etc. And then at the end of it you'll get a display which I will show you when we go and do it on the driving range. And so you've got a skills assessment, which again we'll go down to the driving range and we shall do, and you can pick your yardages and what club you intend to use for it, number of targets, how many goes you want to do, and as you go through this system, through this program, it will tell you when to change clubs as well, which is an excellent program. And then finally, we have the wedge matrix, and as that says, it's like a clock drill, so you'll use 4 different swings for each club, each wedge you've got, and you can work out your distances for that, and then it helps you when you're out on the range. So again, pick your hand, pick the distance, what sort of clubs you want to pick, and the selected swing types. You take them onto using the launch monitor, and it will tell you your average distances for those sorts of shots. So that's just a small insight into the programs within the the Skytrack app when you purchase the $89.95 game improvement package. Without that, you have to just pretty much use the driving range, which in itself is an excellent tool. But when you've paid sort of £2,000 for the Skytrack itself, you want to get the most out of it, and I think the most out of it will be your bag mapping, your skills assessment, and a little bit of fun you can have with your friends on the driving range. You can take the Skytrack, put on the closest the pin, longest drive, all those kinds of things, and just with your friends you can have a little bit of fun. So for the money, I think it's an excellent tool. I'm yet to use it because the weather here has been really bad. It's been snowing all day yesterday, so we've not been able to get out. On Sunday, I'm going to the driving range. I'll be taking the camera, the iPad, the Skytrack, and I'm going to go through a few of the little programs on the Skytrack, but actually physically using it so you can see how it works. But this is just a little insight, a little introduction into the Skytrack system, how it works, how the app works. You do need to download the Skytrack app from either the App Store or Google Play Store, depending on your preference of system, whether it's iOS or Android. It's really simple to use. Once you've bought the game improvement package, you do need to follow the on-screen instructions, register the device on SkyGolf 360, and then just change a few of the modes within the Skytrack system. It's really simple to do. It's just a follow the sort of list basically. If anybody does get stuck doing this using that, please feel free to comment on this video, and we can talk about it and how easy it is to do. But you must register the device on your SkyGolf 360 account, and that will then be able to add that membership to the Skytrack itself. So yep, I've been Lee Whitaker. I am a mid-handicap golfer. I am off 13, so I will be doing more videos going forward. The next video coming out will be an introduction into the Skytrack itself, using it down at the range, and I'm also going to do a few little golf reviews of the clubs I've got. I may be able to borrow a few clubs off friends and do some reviews, and it's mainly just a little bit of fun, you know, so you can see how a mid-handicap golfer hits these clubs, what they get for spin rate, how the spin rates affect our distances. And I did a little gapping session myself on Skytrack yesterday down at American Golf, and it was really interesting to see, especially with my driver, that if I hit it, I say 112 mile an hour swing speed, but I don't hit it out the club properly, I don't go anywhere near as far as when I do 106 mile an hour club swing, but hit it perfectly. So it just goes to show, hitting it hard isn't always the best way to do it. I've been Lee Whitaker. Please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Please leave a comment below. I'd love to speak to you, get to know you a little bit better, and please give me a thumbs up and a like on this video so I can help grow this channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.